Are you an aspiring leader who knows you have more to offer but you can't seem to get ahead? Do you frequently feel overwhelmed and under-supported? Listen to the Overcome to Become podcast as we talk about actionable tasks and mindsets that you can apply to begin leading yourself. Hi, I'm Dr. Angela Buckley, your host and author of the Strength in Nature Leadership Series and Likeable Leadership Reflection Journals. I'm a mother, consultant, triathlete, and coach. In Overcome to Become, I share with you the science-backed and experience-proven lessons I've learned in my own leadership journey to beat burnout. Welcome back to Overcome to Become, the podcast dedicated to unlocking the mental strategies needed to transform challenges into growth and success. I'm your host, Dr. Angela Buckley, and today we are tackling the topic that affects many of us: how to manage anxiety and anxiousness. We'll explore science-backed methods to help calm and emotionally regulate ourselves and our teams, moving from fear to courage. Let's dive in. Anxiety is a natural part of life, and in many cases, it can be beneficial, alerting us to challenges and preparing us to face them. However, when anxiety becomes overwhelming, it can hinder our performance and well-being. Understanding how to manage these feelings is crucial, not only for personal growth, but also for fostering a resilient and courageous team. One effective method for calming anxiety is mindful breathing. This technique involves focusing entirely on your breath. Inhale deeply through your nose, hold it for a few seconds, and exhale slowly through your mouth. Mindful breathing helps activate the parasympathetic nervous system, which is responsible for relaxation. Research has shown that even a few minutes a day can help with this. Listen, I want to share with you, many of you who know me personally know that on my side quests in life, I perform the Alphorn. You may have to look that up and you may want to spell it correctly. That is ALPHORN, Alps, like the mountains. It is approximately 12-foot long instrument, and there are no valves, there are no curves. It's made from wood, and it sits on the ground. One of the biggest parts of this instrument is that you truly need to have strong lungs, and it is basically my daily breathing exercise. I am able to play this instrument in beautiful pastoral settings. I am able to make music outdoors in nature with like-minded individuals. And yes, truly, we breathe in through our nose and we breathe out mindfully, creating music while we are performing. So I am super grateful to have this daily practice, not just of mindful breathing, but also of mindful and intentional music making as we go through our day. I realize this is a little bit of an eclectic hobby, but it's beautiful and it is helpful for me. What kind of hobby can you find that also ties into mindful breathing? How can you incorporate mindful breathing into your day? Another powerful tool is the progressive muscle relaxation. This involves tensing and slowly releasing each muscle group in the body, starting from your toes and moving to your head. This exercise can help release physical tension and that is linked to anxiety, providing relief and promoting a sense of calm. When I was a little girl, my mom used to talk about this as a tool that helped her learn how to reduce anxiety and tension. She was a theater major, and so getting up and performing is something that is very fear-causing for many people in the United States and throughout the world. In fact, speaking in front of a large audience is one of the highest phobias in the world. So, this was a technique that she used for herself. It's been a technique that I have used less for myself, but there's a lot of science that is backed behind that on how those muscles hold in your tension, and by consciously and intentionally relaxing each one, you're getting back in tune with your physical body, and you're allowed to play on your emotions by using and connecting your body to your emotions. So, let's move on, because these grounding exercises can also shift your focus from anxious thoughts to the present moment. So you can also use another technique called the 5-4-3-2-1 method to engage your senses. You identify 5 things that you can see, 4 things that you can touch, 3 that you can hear, 2 that you can smell, and 1 that you can taste. And this practice anchors you in the present, and it anchors you in that moment, reducing the hold of those anxiety-fueled thoughts, bringing yourself back into groundedness. Now, we want to move from that sense of fear into courage. So consider the role of cognitive restructuring. I like to call this naming and reframing. And this involves challenging and reframing negative thoughts. Ask yourself if the fear is realistic. What evidence supports the thought that you're having at the moment, and what evidence contradicts it? By rewriting this narrative, you can transform your fear into a more balanced perspective. Now let's take that from courage and into leadership. In terms of leadership, modeling these behaviors is vital. Encourage your team to take breaks and practice these techniques. Creating an environment that normalizes stress management techniques can help employees feel empowered to tackle anxiety rather than be overwhelmed by it. Building a culture of communication is also key. Encourage your team members to express their concerns and fears in a supportive environment. This transparency not only alleviates anxiety, but also fosters trust within the group, forming a collective courage that builds resilience. Lastly, let's celebrate bravery. Recognize that it is not just the end results, but also the courageous steps that are taken along the way that need to be celebrated. This reinforces a growth mindset in your team where the efforts to overcome fear are valued just as much as the achievements. To close, let's reflect on how you can implement these strategies in your daily life and model them for your team. What techniques resonate most with you or your environment? Can you foster a culture where anxiety is transformed into courage? Thank you for spending time with me today on Overcome to Become. I hope these insights into managing anxiety and fostering courage will help you and your team face challenges with greater confidence and stability. Be sure to join us in our next episode as we continue to explore the mental strategies for personal and professional success. Please subscribe, leave a review, and share this podcast with all of those who might benefit from it. Remember, courage is not the absence of fear, but the ability to move forward despite it. Until next time, take care of yourself and lead with heart and patience. Listen, are you a parent, professional, or entrepreneur feeling buried under an avalanche of responsibilities? Do you wake up exhausted, wondering how you're going to make it through just another day? Well, you're not alone, and I'd like to introduce you to our signature course, Overcome the Overwhelm and Generate Momentum. It's a transformational course designed to help you beat burnout and reclaim your life. Imagine trading constant anxiety for calm confidence. Imagine replacing guilt over unfinished tasks with pride in your accomplishments. And imagine what it would feel like to swap those feelings of inadequacy for a strong sense of purpose. Join us and learn the mental mindset and the practical strategies to overcome overwhelm. Don't let burnout rob you of your potential. It's time to overcome and become the person you were meant to be. Enroll and overcome the overwhelm today. You can visit us at www.strengthinnature.com or text me directly at area code 614-285-7551. Your transformation journey starts today. You've just listened to another episode of Overcome to Become. Thank you for joining me, Angela Buckley, your host, as we explored actions and mindsets to overcome the overwhelm and beat burnout. Did you know that when you learn to lead yourself, you can effectively learn to lead others? You can apply these skills in your home, at work, and in the community. If you'd like to learn more, join us in the Strength in Nature Learning Academy. We are currently featuring the Overcome the Overwhelm course with a 20% off coupon code, OTB2024. That's valid until the end of 2024. You can join me in my community at www.strengthinnature.com and on Instagram at creativelyefficient. Thanks for listening. I look forward to hearing from you soon.